Attention! I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. What time is it, Sarah?
Big Brother time!
Week 2!
Week 2 recap, week 2 recap. What a week.
Oh my god, it's good. Things are getting good because people are really starting to play the game now.
We have played weeks worth of games.
Yes.
In 2 weeks.
Absolutely. People have gone from being targets to being in the leadership of the house. It's crazy.
Starting off on Wednesday's episode, it appears that Audrey has pulled a Devin and gotten straight paranoid and brought every single person into the house, except maybe 2, into an alliance.
And for no reason. In the middle of the night, sort of out of nowhere, she was like, I'm gonna leave the head of household room and I'm gonna get this person. And then I'm gonna leave again and I'm gonna go get this person. And everyone is like waking up and they're like, what is going on? Like, what do you want, Audrey? And James and Jason are both like, what are you doing?
So I'd say people are like mildly annoyed with her at this point and questioning her, but they don't quite hate her yet.
No, because they all still have a common goal, and that is to get Jace out.
Correct. Then we have the power of veto. Steve and Jackie are up on the block.
Yep. Steve wins power of veto.
So cute,
yes.
Steve.
And it was really, it was the perfect challenge for him because it was all about like spelling a long word and having it be a lot of points.
Having to think about your points.
Yeah. He had like an awkward moment in the kitchen by himself where he was like, yes. I won the power of veto, yes. But
and they were like, who said that was probably the longest word in history? And he was like, no, it wasn't. So-and-so did, so-and-so.
Understanding, yeah. So he's obviously a super fan.
Okay, he knows everything.
So the whole plan works, right?
Yeah.
Steve uses the power veto on himself, obviously.
Yep.
Jackie is left up on the block. James, who is still the head of household, goes up and says that Jace is his replacement nominee.
Jace's face was like, what the what?
Oh, yeah, he was pissed.
Did not see that coming.
Because he thought he had an alliance with James.
He thought, but here's the thing, guys. If you go into someone's room and you're like, guys, we should do an alliance. Haha, let's call it this. Cool, cool. And then you leave and no one has agreed with you.
Yes.
It's not an alliance.
Jace loses. He's on the block and he loses his shit. He's so mad, and he's like on a tirade around the house talking to everybody about you need me and you can't get me. And I legitimately thought like, holy shit, is he gonna rally the votes and save himself? Because that can happen.
Yes, it can, except that when you're too crazy,
you're
not thinking straight, you're not saying good things. Like, he picked a fight with James, and James was like, dude, it's the game, it's not personal. And he's like, I feel like it's personal.
It's personal.
Okay, that's you just being crazy. Like, this is his big brother.
Yeah.
Okay, guess who gets into a fight with him? Audrey, of course, because Jace can like rant around and everyone can just sit there and be like, you're crazy, except for Audrey's like, dude, no.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with this.
She had the nerve. She basically came up with the plan, and she had the nerve to go be like, I had nothing to do with this. And he was like, I think you had everything to do with it, Audrey.
But then she changed her story and was like, everyone in the house knew. Everyone, like, it was just like, well, what's your story?
She's playing the worst game. The worst. She just like, she's just all about doublespeak. She'll tell you one thing and then turn around and tell you the other thing.
Exactly. Another fight that happened though then. This is the other significant fight.
This was good.
Is that Day and Clay have it out.
Yes, because Day also kind of goes crazy, and Day, as we are seeing, plays with a lot of emotions, and that is not a kind of game you want to play because then people are like, you're a loose cannon and I can't trust you. But Day is going around the house counting everything because she's like, at some point there's going to be a counting competition in Big Brother, whatever. Then she goes into somebody else's bedroom to count stuff, and people are like, what is she doing in there? And they're getting a little weirded out.
Shelly and Clay are just sitting there, and they notice that Day goes into a room, so they're like, what is she doing? We are playing a game, right? So I can see if someone walks into a room suspiciously by themselves and then walks right back out, that you'd like just kind of perk up and question.
Yeah.
Everyone's questioning everything right now.
Yeah, but it wasn't like Day was like, they caught her whispering with somebody about something. She literally was just walking around in a bedroom, and then they're like, ugh. And Jeff was like, what is she doing in my room? And so then Clay was like, I don't know, go ask her or whatever. So then Jeff asks her, and she loses it. She totally loses it. And she's like, well, I heard who asked you to ask me, and like, if they wanted to know, they could have asked me themselves. So she's like,
so here's my question. Why did she take that so personally? I mean, I'm trying to see both sides of this. I'm trying to be like, I guess I'd be like, I live here too. I can go into any room.
Yeah, but she just got mad for no reason. But she got mad because she could hear Clay tell Jeff to ask her, and so then Jeff asked her, and she's like, but you're not the one who wants to know. Clay's the one who wants to know.
Right.
So why isn't Clay asking me?
Yeah.
So she's mad at everybody.
She's mad. She like vents to
James and Jason, right?
No,
in the household room.
It was Jason and Audrey.
Yes.
Because Audrey gets in the middle of that.
Audrey was there.
Jeff comes up to like do damage control, and he did fine. She wasn't really mad at him anyway.
Right.
So then Clay comes up and kind of is like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
He wasn't doing damage control. He was like, what the
He
heck's
was like
going on?
confronting her, like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Why are you so mad?
So they just fight. He leaves.
Yeah.
Then Audrey's like, well, Day's like crying.
Yes.
Like, what is going on, Day?
So Audrey goes downstairs because she's playing the worst game. If you're gonna do this, like, give it a beat. Like, wait a minute.
Oh
But
my God,
immediately
please
she
give
goes
it a
downstairs and she goes to Clay and she's like, you have to go apologize right now. You have to do damage control, blah, 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 blah. So then Clay goes up and of course the apology comes off totally insincere.
Yeah.
And Day, like, gives a look to the camera. She's like,
I do love a look to
I
the
know
camera.
this is not real. And then she knows that Audrey is trying to manipulate her.
Right. Lots of fighting, but those are the main ones.
And just for the record, we have the BB slot back. It's the haves and the have-nots. Like, that thing is still going on, where the head of household has to pick 4 have-nots and they sleep in a crazy room and they have to eat.
Why is it a dentist room?
I don't know.
There's literally a dentist in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
That would be, if I were in the house, I'd be suspicious that, like,
Yeah.
John had some, I don't know, leg up or something.
Right, yeah.
So Thursday. Oh, wait! Okay, this is Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I lost track of time. Thursday
Yes.
reveals my favorite.
Yes.
The twin twist.
twist, which I love so much. I had no idea that I would love it so much.
that I love.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the way they revealed it was so great.
Yeah.
They said that they had switched out 4 times by Thursday.
Already! It's crazy. So the house guests don't know still, though. They didn't reveal it to everybody. They revealed, like, who had the twins. So as we predicted on Are You Paying Attention,
Right.
it's Liz and her twin, Julia.
Yep.
So they revealed to us who's playing with the twin.
And they do look a lot alike on the show.
And Julie said that it's the same deal as it was in season 5. I think it was like if they can last 5 weeks, then both of them will come in and play as individuals in the game.
I missed that. That's
Yeah.
exciting. They're doing a darn good job of it so
Yeah.
far. It's so funny to see because they show them in the diary room. Like, one walks in and they start changing clothes because
Yeah.
they have to go in the same thing. And like one time she was like redoing
Yeah.
her nails.
Oh my God, yes.
And they were like, this person and that person and this and that. And I
Uh-huh.
loved it when she was like, who's James? And she's like, the head of household. They're so cute together.
They are.
We also got the next BB takeover, Kathy Griffin.
Yes, noted Big Brother fan. She comes on. Her new twist is the last laugh, right?
Laugh,
Somebody's
yes.
gonna get the last laugh. So the deal is she's gonna call, there's gonna be a phone in the house, and she's gonna call the house guest 7 times over this next week. And whoever picks up the phone on the 7th time is gonna get this last laugh, and that means that they get to take away 3 people's vote at the next eviction.
That is huge. And it also is interesting because we don't know when this is going to be revealed to the contestants or the house guests.
Right.
Because maybe they'll just say you're picking 3 people, but you don't know why yet.
Right.
Like if they don't know those 3 people don't get to vote, that's going to change all of the way you play this game and how you campaign, and you think you have this many votes and then you lost 3 of them or whatever. Like it really is going to depend on when we find out or when the house guests find out.
Yes.
What this last laugh
Yeah, because
means.
they might just say like, the phone's gonna ring, pick it up. The end. They may not tell them anything about it at all, except you have to answer the phone. So that's exciting.
I think that's a good twist.
And they did the vote of the eviction. Meanwhile, Liz and Julia had to switch places live during the eviction.
Yep.
Liz goes in to vote, but then they vote together.
They had
and
to
then
have a matching vote.
Yeah, and then the other one leaves, so Julia goes back inside. Now the only person not to vote for Jace is Audrey.
Audrey threw in a little
Yes.
grenade.
Which, who knows why? Like, why would you do that?
I assume she did that so that later she could say,
I don't have blood on my
I
hands or
wonder
something.
who didn't vote for Jace. We can't trust someone in the house.
Oh my God.
I assumed that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
But in tonight's episode, none of that came up.
Right.
I don't know if it'll come up later. Maybe she's using that in her back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Unless she's just Looney Tunes, which I'm
Right.
questioning.
She
that
definitely
I'm
might
not
be.
sure.
So then after Jace gets evicted, he does his little interview with Julie. And then they do the next head of household competition.
2 girls!
2 girls. Becky and Shelly win head of household.
Women,
Woo, woo,
head of
woo.
house of women.
So my initial thought was they're going to get another guy. Like they're going to band together and they're
Right.
going to say, a girl's got to win this. We got to
Right.
get out another guy.
That was the initial, hey, women power
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
But no,
Not
these
the case
women
this
be
week.
cray. They just fighting against themselves.
Well, yeah, and they're like really playing the game hard. It's not about like, let's just get out a guy. It's let's get out someone we don't trust, someone who might try to get us
Right.
out. Everybody's
Right.
playing the game full speed right
yeah.
now.
Sunday night, we pick up with the 2 ladies discussing. Actually, we pick up with Audrey's game falling more into the toilet.
Blowing up completely.
Yeah. She moved from being, what is she doing, to straight not trustworthy. She told Vanessa one thing, including Day. Vanessa waited until Day, and which is so smart. Like, that's what I would do every single time. I'd put those two people in a room.
You're like, well, let's all talk this out.
And bring it up and see who the heck is lying.
Yeah. So Vanessa does that, and sure enough, it looks like Audrey's lying. But Audrey keeps deny, right? So then Day's like, all right, game on, rally the troops. So Day pulls everybody in the room. And basically everyone is like, actually, Audrey's lying.
Yeah, so they have this big meeting and ultimately end up ganging up on Audrey because Audrey's like caught in all of these lies. And now everyone not only is like over her, but like knows they straight up can't trust her.
So she's now everybody's target.
She's everyone's target, seemingly. And so Shelly and Becky, the two head of households, sort of have their talk. They've never talked a game before, so it's kind of like, what do you think? What do you think? Like, just very gentle. They both alluded to Audrey probably is the one that needs to get out. Let's backdoor her to be safe.
Yes.
Everyone nods along. They go to find their 4 pawns. Well, Shelly and Clay
have other plans.
Ultimately, they're really the only two with an alliance right now, right? I mean, everyone's got these like mixed, crazy alliance, but
those two have each other's back completely, like no question. So Shelly decides, or is it Clay who suggests it to Shelly?
Yeah, Clay's the mastermind behind this because he and Day had that fight.
Clay's like, you know, if we don't get Day out, she's gonna get us out next week. Like if Day gets head of household next week, the two of us are going up on the block.
Which is true.
Yeah, and
Day
Shelly's
has
like,
made it clear.
Oh shit, you're right. He's like, you got to put Day up. And then Shelly
he's talked to Jeff about it. So apparently Jeff is kind of in their corner or has aligned with them or whatever. And Jeff's kind of just nodding along, probably just to like go along.
Yeah.
But Shelly's like, okay, well then to make this work, we can put Day up, but we have to have a pawn who'll throw the competition.
So who do they put up?
Johnny Mac!
Who is quickly becoming my favorite.
Right.
This crazy guy who is like, every time someone talks to him, he's just wide-eyed. Like, what are you saying to me?
I think he's like so crazy, and I thought maybe he was a little off kilter, but he's actually playing really good game because he's
under the radar,
laying low.
Yeah.
He's not stirring up drama. He's not even really getting into a lot of game talk, and I think he's doing it on purpose. Whereas Steve is just being left out.
Right.
He's like caught in this predicament where obviously if he threw this competition for Shelly, Clay, and Jeff, he's in this group.
Right, who seems to be in power right now.
They're promising him the moon right now. But of course, nobody wants to be a pawn and nobody wants to like end up throwing a competition. That leaves you on the block.
Yes, but he's just like wide-eyed and he's like, yeah, sure, I can throw the competition. Yeah, I'm announced.
So that's Shelly's plan. Those are the two people she nominates. Becky has no clue. Becky's still...
Becky is in La La Land like, we're all on the same page and we're gonna backdoor Audrey.
She nominates Jason and Steve for the block. Steve, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Why don't people love him as much as I do?
I know.
And also, I like Jason a lot, and I think he's got great game.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people are nervous about him.
You mean in terms of why Becky put him on the block?
Yeah.
Well, I really think that Becky put him on the block because she didn't want blood on her hands, and Jason had put her on the block. So then it was like, we're even.
Right. Yeah. Which makes the most sense. That's the way to do that.
But still, I think that Jason might find himself a target pretty soon.
Well, and that's what he's worried about. He walked away from that nomination ceremony going, uh-oh, Day and I are in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Which is kind of true. Day's in trouble.
And how did Day walk away from that nomination ceremony? Heart on her sleeve. Like so many emotions all the time. She can't keep anything inside.
Actually, she walked away going, she cute though.
Oh yeah, she cute though, looking at her own pictures. And then she goes, she needs some cookies. So Day refers to herself in third person.
Okay, Tamar Braxton. I loved it for like 2 episodes, and now I'm like, you ain't Tamar Braxton.
Right.
You gotta stop crying. You need to get it together.
Yep.
Because otherwise you are like a target.
Yes.
Because you look crazy.
Yes.
And you told everyone who you don't like, so they know to get you out.
Yeah, and I think like part of the reason that Day might become a target or is a target is because she called Audrey out in front of the whole house. So then what do people think? Well, when are you going to turn around and do that to me? So she's just, everybody I think, well, at least Clay and Shelly and Jeff recognize that she's a loose cannon and that she really can't be trusted.
Meanwhile, it didn't appear like Audrey was I mean, she was kind of worried about possibly a backdoor, but not really.
Not really, because the whole week Audrey was like, well, basically everybody hates me, so I'm going to lay down and play dead. And that's basically what she did for the whole episode.
She hid in her bed.
Yeah.
Even Kathy Griffin was like, girl, you got to get out of bed. Battle of the Block!
So it's another thing with this, like, ginger fever thing with Kathy Griffin. Meanwhile, for Big Brother fans, there's a little Easter egg in the poster for Ginger Fever. It's Andy Herron, winner of season 15 of Big Brother. So they were the gingers in the poster. So now each pair of people who are on the block have to get in giant t-shirts, so they're like joint and sweatpants with 3 legs,
like
so they're like
three-legged race kind of thing. So they have to like move together.
Right.
So of course, this was like my dream team, Steve and Jason together. They were so smart.
Yes.
So with it, they immediately practiced walking together and moving together.
Right, left.
They come up with an amazing strategy of let's do this, and then we'll go do this, and then it was a very streamlined strategy for this game.
Meanwhile, Johnny Mac is supposed to throw the competition, but he's like, Day has the worst strategy. I don't even have to throw this competition because she has such a bad strategy.
Day's like, first off, they haven't even tried to like move well together.
Right.
Who cares about that?
And then she's coming up with 6 different steps they have to go through to win this battle of the block.
Then this over here, and then we'll go back and do this, and then we'll do this.
It's
like,
crazy.
What? That made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, John just laughed through it and was like, I don't have to really throw this competition.
Yeah.
This is just horrible.
Right. So they lose. Becky is dethroned as head of household. Shelley is still head of household, and her plan seems to be working.
Yes, and she kind of has that like evil thing going on behind her eyes of like, my plan is in place.
Yes, right. She's like arching an eyebrow.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Becky's like, yeah, we're all on board to backdoor Audrey.
Oh, just totally
And I don't have to get blood on my hands because I'm no longer the head of household. It's like, oh my gosh, it's actually great for the show because the house is divided, but not everybody even knows that. Multiple people are worried about their safety. It's not like a clear, everyone's getting this person.
Yeah. But if we had to pick who's running the house right now, it would be Shelley.
Shelley and Clay.
Yeah, because their plan worked. And not everybody knows it, but they are calling the shots right now.
Yeah. So whoever wins this power of veto is going to be pretty big.
Yes.
And who gets these like last laugh,
yes,
whatever the heck that's gonna be. Like this, because the house is divided, these twists really could like push things over who knows what edge.
Now meanwhile, we have to revisit because the house guests are sitting around in the backyard and they're telling each other their life stories, right? Becky raises her hand, sweet Becky from Denver, and she says, last year I got hit by a train. A train. She literally got hit in the face by an oncoming train.
And everyone's like,
what?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? And she like, yeah. So I'm like leaning around a van and like this train like hits me and I break my wrist.
I break my wrist and my leg and my teeth go through my lip and they have to sew on my bottom lip.
Yeah, crush these teeth or whatever. She just like, her face was smacked by a train.
Yes. So then she was like, it really changed my life and I made amends with my grandmother and, I just started like taking things easy. So now I'm just a basic bitch. She called herself a basic bitch. That was so nuts.
I'm not sure about Becky, so I loved that moment.
She's definitely clueless. Maybe it's because she got hit by a train.
Maybe.
But she does not know what's going on with Shelley and Clay and that side of the house.
This was a great second week.
Yep.
So much happening already. I'm so excited for this week coming up because who knows what the heck's about to happen.
Yep. And I thought, it's just great to see Day on the block, a target that not everybody was expecting. Everybody thought Audrey was going to be out, but they decided nobody trusts Audrey, so she's not really a threat. So it'll be exciting to see.
But Day is not guaranteed to leave.
No.
It still could be Audrey or who's she up there with? John?
John.
Oh my God.
John.
What if John? What if everything goes wrong and John's out?
No, that can't be.
Oh. Well, who knows? We'll see. We'll be watching.
Woo!
Like this video if you like Big Brother.
Yeah, and leave us a comment and tell us who you think is going to go home this week. Is it going to be Audrey? Is it going to be Day? What's going to happen?
And we'll see you next time.
And are you paying attention?
Jovi. Hey guys.
Hey, we're just trying to shoot something here, so if you could just keep it down, that'd be great.
Can we all lay down?
Thanks, guys. Hey, Steve. Steve, did you just...
We good?
Is everything safe, guys?